Global tech markets are quietly undergoing a significant capital rotation. While investors fixated on the artificial intelligence boom, a noticeable fatigue is setting in, particularly amongst major chipmakers. This comes as foreign institutional investors are making a decisive return to India. Here's what's changing. Samsung, a bellwether for the global chip industry, just announced record profits. Yet, its shares, along with broader US tech stocks, stumbled. This signals a cautious reassessment of the AI rally's sustainability. Crucially, Wall Street is now warming to India, seeing it as a key market where oil price pressures are fading and structural growth stories are taking hold. This matters because we are witnessing more than just a momentary dip. It's a potential capital rotation from overextended global tech valuations into markets offering more tangible structural growth and appealing entry points. This shift has direct portfolio implications, demanding a re-evaluation of where your capital can achieve superior risk-adjusted returns. So, who benefits? In India, the financial services sector, particularly the stock exchanges, is seeing significant tailwinds. The National Stock Exchange, or NSE, is gearing up for its highly anticipated IPO, which Jefferies calls the final piece in India's exchange troika. This institutional endorsement, coupled with strong market gains, suggests a robust, deepening financial ecosystem. But that's not the only signal. The NSE IPO buzz is already causing a risk repricing for established players. MCX and BSE shares are falling, directly impacted by the looming competition. Moreover, regulatory scrutiny remains a factor, as seen with SEBI's warning to Reliance Industries over alleged insider trading. Investors must consider these market shifts and governance aspects. Supporting evidence for India's domestic resilience comes from its IT sector. Despite global tech jitters, the Nifty IT index is up, with Infosys, TCS, and Tech Mahindra leading gains ahead of Q1 earnings kickoff. Separately, the SME IPO market continues to see robust activity, with companies like Atharva Polyplast listing at a premium, signaling healthy domestic liquidity, albeit with some mixed outcomes. However, it's not all smooth sailing. There are clear counterarguments and concerns. Trent, a prominent consumer discretionary stock, saw its shares crash 10% after Q1 revenue missed estimates, raising questions about growth expectations and rich valuations. Meanwhile, gold prices are falling ahead of US Fed minutes, suggesting traditional safe haven appeal is facing a reality check. Now look at what's happening globally. The AI narrative, while powerful, is introducing new systemic risks. The Bank of England sees growing threats to financial stability from AI, echoing concerns from the ECB, which is telling banks to prepare for potential AI attacks. This shifts the AI conversation from pure opportunity to critical risk management for global institutions. That leads us to a bigger question: what about global rates, FX, and liquidity? The People's Bank of China is actively unveiling measures to cement Hong Kong's yuan hub status, a clear strategic play to internationalize its currency. This move, amidst US efforts to strengthen the dollar, highlights diverging liquidity and FX dynamics that will shape cross-border capital flows. The next signal comes from commodity markets. Copper, crucial for AI's power demands, is facing a reckoning as a once great miner struggles despite soaring demand. Simultaneously, oil prices are climbing due to fresh tanker strikes, highlighting the fragility of supply chains through critical choke points like the Strait of Hormuz. Geopolitics continues to add a significant risk premium. These global crosscurrents reinforce the narrative of shifting capital flows. With global tech's luster fading and geopolitical risks intensifying, Wall Street's increasing comfort with Indian markets suggests a persistent shift into structural growth stories. This includes India's largest asset manager drawing top sovereign funds for its $1.2 billion IPO, signaling broad institutional confidence. Given this setup, what are our breakout watch candidates? The NSE and other Indian financial infrastructure plays are certainly on our radar as resistance levels are approaching with strong institutional participation. Titan looks strong after a robust Q1 update, and select IT names like Infosys and TCS show relative strength. Also, defense stocks like BEL could see renewed interest as structural momentum builds. Conversely, trim consideration candidates include consumer discretionary names like Trint, where valuations appear elevated following recent disappointments. Kalyan Jewellers also falls into this category, as its business growth trails Titans, despite a strong Q1 update. Globally, the broader AI chip rally, especially after recent Samsung signals, warrants re-evaluation as extensions become stretched. Looking forward, the market setup suggests a period of significant divergence. Global macro factors from AI risks and currency strategies to commodity geopolitics will continue to influence sentiment. However, these forces will increasingly amplify India's structural tailwinds driven by financialization, robust infrastructure spending, and a burgeoning manufacturing sector. Investors must position for this dual reality. To stay ahead of these structural capital rotations and navigate complex market dynamics, make sure to subscribe to SR Money News. We'll continue to deliver institutional-grade analysis directly to you. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next breakdown.